What up? Welcome to Cool Kid TCG. We got some purple on purple Luffy action. Got the mirror going today. I won the dice roll. I go first. This is crucial in this matchup. Feeling good about. We got a Luffy, a Law to search to start it off. We're gonna get able to grab a 2K, add another Usohachi to hand, but also feeling good because we have a 4-drop in Bond Clay. If we don't see a Zorojuro. We both mold our hands. We both kind of forced to keep what we got. But yeah, feeling all right because we got the 4. We at least have the backup of the 4-drop. I'd rather establish a Zorojuro. We do draw a Nami. We could play that, but no, that's not the time for that. So we're gonna do it with our plan of ramp. Did we get a Zorojuro? We did not. So we play the Bond Clay, swing 6 at life, ramp 1. We're feeling good. We ramped twice. And we got a lot of 2Ks in hand. We're feeling strong. We did get a Luffy Taro. Hopefully we can draw a Sangoro or a Zorojuro next turn. We could play the Nami off of it. We won't get the effect of Nami, but we have some options here. We don't necessarily have a big body. We have the Bond Clay, which is kind of like a pseudo body because it can copy. But yeah, kind of weak on its own. Would like to get a Zorojuro or something out there next turn. He's thinking things through. Ultimately, we'll probably decide to ramp, and then I believe he plays Jean Bart. But he's thinking things through. But yeah, a lot of 2Ks in hand. We're gonna be able to defend a lot of things. Plus, we have the 9 mom. So yeah, he ramps to 5. Swings 5 into life. I believe we have to give him a 2K because we want to keep the Luffy Taro Nami play in case. So unfortunately we did that. Yeah, he does Jean Bart, and he ramps at Dawn. So yeah, now we are at 6 Dawn. We're gonna ramp to 7 and Luffy Taro. We do draw the Sangoro off the top, so we are set up for the Luffy Taro play. First, we're gonna swing 5 with the Bond Clay. We copy Jean Bart. He thought I said pop, but I said copy. So yeah, a little confusion there. But yeah, copy. Get the 1K out of hand. Then I believe we swing with lead next. We're thinking things through. But yeah, we ramped to 7. Or excuse me, I think we were thinking whether we wanted to ramp to 8. So we ramp to 8. We swing 6 into life, get an extra 2K out of hand. I think the reason I want to do this ramp was because that way I can keep the 9 mom alive next turn without having to ramp Sangoro. I could have easily ramped next turn, but I thought might as well give myself the opportunity in case I wanted to ramp again next turn. That's what I was thinking for that pause. Here he goes. He's up to 8 Dawn. He could ramp to 9 and play a 9 mom or a Rush Luffy, something along those lines. That could be very dangerous. He clears the Bond Clay. So we're not in like we're not in like the perfect spot, but we are in a very strong spot. He's setting a 2 aside, thinking he's probably gonna Luffy Taro with 7, but then he decides to swing. Well, he's thinking things through. But yeah, we have a bunch of 2Ks in hand, and we have the 9 mom coming next turn. So we're feeling pretty good about we got 2 9 moms, so we're feeling pretty good. He taps 3 for Usohachi to rest the Sangoro, and then is gonna Dawn up and swing big on the Sangoro. I could save the Sangoro, and I do spend some decent time thinking whether I want to do that, but I'm also thinking I'm gonna play 9 mom next turn. I'm gonna have to pitch a card. I could be pretty vulnerable. Maybe I shouldn't give these 2Ks right now. Maybe I should just let the Sangoro die. That's what my thought process was right here. Maybe I should have saved the Sangoro, but I let it die. Draw a card. Now we go to our 9 Dawn turn. The 9 mom's coming. First, let's try to clear the Jean Bart though, because I don't want to have to give him a heal. I'm definitely not going to put the Usohachi on life. We got some cards out of hand. Clear it. And then now we're free to 9 mom. We drop the 9 mom, return to Dawn, pitch the Law Searcher we just drew, and we heal. So we're at 4 life, and we have 2 big bodies on board, as opposed to just his Usohachi. So I'm feeling very strong about this, especially the fact that if he drops something, like if he Luffy Taro Songros, for example, we have another 9-mom, we could put that Songro away. So we're in a pretty good spot right here. Plus 2-2Ks can definitely keep that Luffy Taro alive. He's thinking things through. He's at 10 Dawn. I should be at 10 Dawn next turn. So at this point, we can start dropping a bunch of Kaijus. He's got 6 Dawn lined up. I believe he's lining up 11. If he's going to swing 11 life, I'm going to take. If he swings 11 into Luffy Taro, I can counter out with 2-2Ks. So I'm kind of glad I kept those 2-2Ks. It worked out in a way. If he puts more Dawn on, that Luffy could just die. But again, he wouldn't have established any body. So he swings 11. I can keep it alive with 2-2Ks, and that's what I decided to do. The 2-2Ks that could have kept the Sanji alive, now keep the Luffy alive. So yeah, he's got 4 Dawn standing. He's thinking things through. And we have the 9-mom that we're definitely gonna drop next turn. Just to play another big body. Put pressure on with swing with our bodies. He swings 5 live. We'll take, because we're pretty much out of counter. And we go into our 10 Dawn turn. Yeah, the 9-mom seems like it's the move. We could block her up with Kid. We could play the 7-cost Sanji or block her with Nami. We decided to clear the Usohachi. Maybe this is a little bit passive, but let's just get the bodies off the board. Now we swing 7 life. He's going to Gum Giant. And yeah, we're waiting for the Dawn to get returned. He survives that hit. I swing 9. I believe he Gum Giants again. So he's going to go down to 6 Dawn. He'll be at 8 his next turn. Gum Giants. He's going to have to give me a Gum Giant plus an extra card for counter to get up to 10. And there it is. And now we establish the 9-mom. No, we don't. We go with the Nami blocker and we pitch the Sanji. And then we draw into a Gum Giant. And then we also play the Kid blocker, I believe. And we have 1 Dawn standing for Gum Giant. So yeah, 2 blockers, 2 big bodies. He's got no board, feeling very strong. We also have the 9-mom. We can heal again if we need to. Plus the Gum Giant. We are pretty much an impenetrable fortress at this point, which feels pretty good. We're waiting on him to do his turn. He's at 8 Dawn because he Gum Giant twice. So he could ramp to 9 and play a 9 cost. But at that point, if he does do that, like for example, he play the Luffy, we can defend with the Nami, and then he's gonna have to take a life to do that. We're gonna be in a very strong spot. He drops the Zoro though. He goes searching. He grabs. Let's see what he grabs out of his search. He grabs a Luffy Taro, so we know he can't play the Luffy Taro this turn, and it's a brick in hand. So feeling good about that. At this point, it's kind of late in the game for Luffy Taro. He drops a Law blocker. I just reminded him to return that to hand. But he drops a Law blocker. He can't get the effect off because we're only at 3 cards in hand. So that was his turn. Swings 5 for life. We block with Kid. And we're good to go. Now, at this point, our board's full. We have to play over something. So I think we just swing out our whole board. We're in a pretty comfortable spot. We drew the Robin blocker, so we can establish another baby blocker. Purple Luffy kind of struggles with removing lower bodies, so that blocker is probably going to be safe. We can establish that later. Decide to swing 5 life, keep all our options open. Set 8 life, and we can play over the Law. That's not really. I know I said we have a full board with blue or something, but yeah, we obviously play over the Law. 8 life. We're just at this point, we're going to swing out, and then we're going to just keep all our Dawn up and keep our options available. He gives us the counter. Now we're probably going to swing. Oh, at this point, he blocked and then countered out, and I reminded him, I just told him that you don't have to, the blocking didn't establish anything, so you don't have to do that. Usohachi. I saw that life. Shouldn't have seen it. Wish I didn't see that, but I did. Now he blocks, and we're in a pretty comfortable spot. He used up another one of his bodies. We could 9-mama, put the Zorojuro away. We swing 7 life. At this point, we're feeling very strong because we still have the Nami blocker. We feel comfortable we can swing the kid blocker. And especially if we 9-mom, we're going to get 1 Don back from the kid blocker that we can keep up for the Gum Gum Giant. He gives us some counter. We play the 9-mom over the law. We heal. We get the active Don back. We put the Zorojuro away. Maybe we didn't need to put the Zorojuro away. Maybe we could have kept him at 2 life. But at this point, like, we're dominating on the board. Let's just keep dominating on the board. That was my thought process. Maybe it's greedy to put that life there because now he can like ramp, or he could. He's got an extra life, but I don't know. It felt like the right move to me. And our board's just absolutely stacked. We have 1 blocker standing and a Gum Gum Giant ready to go. So yeah, he drops the Luffy Taro. Luffy Taro into Usohachi to rest the blocker. This is a decent move, but we have the Gum Gum Giant. We're going to be safe. So he ramps again. Going to swing 8 into life, and I'm going to give him the Gum Gum Giant. Actually, maybe he doesn't swing 8 into life. He's thinking about where to swing it. I have to give him the Gum Gum Giant, I think, at this point. And he's swinging 9. Because I can't counter out of that with the Robin. So I give him the Gum Gum Giant. We draw 2, Luffy Taro, and I don't see the other card. But yeah, our board's pretty stacked. We can push for game here at this point. But we swing 9 life. And then we're going to swing 9 life. He's not going to counter. He just concedes. Yeah, good game against D. That was his name. Good match. Purple Luffy. A lot of fun. Again, can't stress it enough. I think that going first, and that's what's been preached to me as well, going first in this matchup is crucial. So winning that dice roll was huge. And then I just was able to keep establishing bodies and keep kind of like removing his bodies in a way by swinging into them. That's kind of how you got to do it with Purple Luffy. And saw a pretty good curve. So yeah, a lot of fun here. Let me know if any insights or any things I should have done differently. Appreciate you, and yeah, thanks.